Hi everyone, my name is Bianca and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about how I became a morning person in the last year during quarantine. So I was not always a morning person. Since graduating university and starting in the corporate world, I found myself lacking more and more energy. I had maybe like 10 alarms and I would stay in bed till the very last second, waking up feeling very groggy and basically just running out the door, buying lunch most days. I would also be like falling asleep at my desk very often. Waking up earlier is something that I really wanted to focus on. I had been reading a few different books on intentional living, and I really realized that I needed to make sure that I was having some time for myself in the morning in order to feel productive. So there are a few different steps that I took to be able to meet this goal. No matter what time you want to wake up in the morning, these steps will help you on that road. Before we can wake up early, there are a few things we have to do the night before. Things that I like to do is prep my lunch for the next day. I work in a corporate office. I'm there from 8 in the morning till 5 at night, so obviously I don't have a lot of time really in the mornings. I was waking up at like 7:15 before and just quickly throwing my clothes on, brushing my teeth, and getting out the door. The first step is to make sure your food is packed. My partner and I like to prep food for the week on the weekends to make sure that we have, food throughout the week. We don't have to spend a ton of time prepping our meals because most of it's already done. Once we get home, it's really easy to throw dinner together. I was a chronic insomniac. I would be up until 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I wouldn't be able to fall asleep at all, and that's also why I was feeling really groggy. So I started using melatonin gummies like this one here and this one here. They both can be purchased from Amazon. They're not recommended for use after 4 weeks, but these are the two that I used. I found that this one right here was actually the better of the two and had me falling asleep very quickly. This is really just meant to aid in rebalancing your circadian rhythm and making sure that you are going to sleep when you intend to, so you can have a decent amount of sleep before you have to wake up early. The other thing too is obviously avoiding caffeinated beverages in the evening. Also, limiting screen time before bed will help you to go to sleep. I also have my phone on night mode or do not disturb mode while I'm sleeping, so my phone doesn't light up or anything and wake me up. I would also recommend setting out your outfit for the next day. I actually pull out my gym outfit and my outfit that I'm going to wear to work the next day and place them in the bathroom. The bathroom is where I get dressed for work, and right when I shut my alarm off, my outfit's actually already in the bathroom that I need to put on. So moving into the actual morning portion, depending on what time you want to be able to wake up, I find it best not to have the ability to snooze. So I downloaded an app called Alarmy after seeing it in somebody's morning routine video, and that sincerely helped me because you have to do a task so that way you're actually woken up. And before you tell me a task isn't going to wake me up, my bathroom is down the hall and I set my task as taking a picture. So I would set the time that I wanted to wake up, and that alarm does not shut off until you go and do the task. So whether it's a math problem or solving a puzzle, I just found that the taking a picture portion was best for me because I was then out of bed when I had to take the picture because I set it as my toilet flusher. My workout clothes are already in there, so I have no excuses. I just need to get into it and get going. Now, depending on the time of year, the sun doesn't rise very early in my area of Canada in the winters. So I move into our gym downstairs and I use the treadmill. As soon as I'm up and dressed, I am either on the treadmill or I'm outside. I'm always listening to something or watching something, so if it's in the winters, I'll watch Golden Girls reruns on my tablet, or I'll be listening to a podcast outside. Once you've gotten moving, gotten a little bit of a sweat, there's no way you're falling back asleep. After I get off the treadmill, I am coming back upstairs or inside, depending on the time of year, and I will go at that point to make myself a coffee. And then I go and sit with the dogs for a bit, depending on how much time I have left before I have to, get dressed and ready for work. Once I come back upstairs, I move still in my workout clothes, so I don't want to go in my bed because I'm a little bit sticky and sweaty. I go and sit on our couch and read. So I have made time within this morning routine for different things that are important to me, but these are also things that are activating my mind and my body so that I am feeling more and more awake. So after I read, that's when I feel awake enough to meditate. If I have even more time after that, I'll do a little bit of stretching. I'll usually do some kind of stretching anyway. If I don't have a lot of time, I'll cut the meditation a little bit shorter to make sure I do some stretching. I do have scoliosis and chronic spinal inflammation, so the stretching is super, super important to me to feel good throughout the day. In activating your body and your mind, you'll be able to feel more awake. It might be hard the first while, so that's why I suggest an incremental wake up schedule. Say right now you're waking up at 7 a.m. and you want to wake up at 6 a.m. I suggest every day setting your alarm for 5 or 10 minutes earlier, whatever you think you can handle, and getting up slightly earlier so you're building on that progress day by day. That way it's easier on you than just going from 7 a.m. to 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 5 a.m. or however early you'd like to wake up. So all of these steps put together will hopefully help you guys to wake up earlier. Just to recap everything that I've said so far, the first step is to prepare the night before. So whether that's your clothing, your meal for the next day, I recommend preparing the night before. The next is setting an alarm that forces you to do a task, so that way you're already out of your bed. The next step would be getting in some sort of physical movement, whether it's walking, jumping rope, whatever you like to do. First thing, that'll get you moving and wake you up. Also, consuming some kind of a beverage. Cold water works for a lot of people. I like to start with a warm tea or coffee. I also do drink quite a bit of water as well. And also getting in some time for your hobbies or things that you love to do. For me, it's reading and yoga. For you, it could be something completely different. Whatever you like to do, get in a little bit of time for something that you like to do first thing in the morning. It'll make you feel excited to wake up because you know that's your focus time on what you like to do.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these tips will help you to become a morning person too. If you know anybody who would find value in this video, please feel free to share it with them. If you'd like to see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe and like. You can keep up with me daily on Instagram at Becoming Zero Waste and Twitter at ZeroWasteB. Hope to see you there.